Nation, we back, baby. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. I'm excited about this one. It's good to be back. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphic Show, however way you would like to slice it. Graphic, my guy.
What's
my
good,
brother. Listen, I have a cup of frustration and anger. I'm ready to go.
Hey, behind the scenes with a dash of nothingness.
Oh, yes.
Salute to everybody here in the building, man. I see membership game is deep. Salute. We already got 400 people in the building. We just hit live. So it's about to be a great show. Whether you are watching on OLV or Raider Nation Unlimited, we don't care, y'all. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button on both channels and make sure you wipe them feet and pay your bar tabs, meaning hit them thumbs up. Salute to everybody. There's a lot going on right now. And salute to David Kellenberger, because that was the first thing that I was going to go into. We're going to get straight to business tonight, you guys. There's a lot to talk about. GM talk, coaching changes, a lot going on. A GOAT, Nate Saban retiring, a lot to talk about today. But I'm going to bring this up real quick. Salute to Kellenberger. Boom. Raiders' first GM interview, a Broncos executive, Kelly Klein Van Callaghan. Did you see that? It just dropped. According to Tom Pelissero on Twitter, this would be the first woman GM in NFL history. I mean, this is such a Raider thing. I mean, she's not going to get the job. I'm going to tell y'all that right now, but this is such a Raider-esque thing, right, Wade? So how you feel about that, man?
Man, I'm going to tell you how I feel. Hire Champ Kelly and Antonio Pierce to stop fucking around before you lose the guys, man. I'm just sick of all of this shit.
Hey, this ain't the Rooney Rule. This is the Punani Rule.
This the Pooney Rule.
Pooney Rule. It's not the Rooney Rule. It is the Pooney Rule. But salute to Kelly Klein Van Callaghan. That is excellent. I love to see a woman in the NFL doing what she's doing. For her to be able to get an interview with us, that is telling. That means at some point she's going to get a job somewhere. But I just don't think that this is the specific job. I think we kind of have our eyes on two guys as a general manager, to be real with you. I think that's the guy that's already in the building, and then it's Ed Dodds, and that's if Jim Harbaugh comes into town. But other than that, man, a lot to talk about. Let's get straight to the shit. Today, you guys, it was reported, actually, was it today or yesterday? It was reported that the Jacksonville Jaguars wanted to bring in Patrick Graham to interview him for the DC position. And we blocked it. So that lets you know right there that, at this point, he has to get a head coaching position if we're going to allow Patrick Graham to move on, right? And we also know that we get a third round comp pick for that. Also, it's very smart movement, but it's also saying that AP is very much in the race still to be the head coach, right? I mean, how do you feel about Patrick Graham and us blocking? We all know he has an interview for the head coaching position with the Los Angeles Chargers, which I do think is going to be a Rooney Rule type thing. I really do. And that's no shade to Patrick Graham. He deserves everything under the sun by the way he turned that defense around this year. But how do you feel about Graham being blocked to the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Look, bro, this is the best unceremoniously block I've seen all season. Because to be honest with you, bro, if they do, even if they bring in Harbaugh, I want them to marry him with Patrick Graham. There's no reason to move on from Patrick Graham. That's the one thing that definitely shouldn't change. Yeah. That definitely shouldn't change. I don't give a shit what nobody says. There's no Vic Fangio available. You know what I mean? And if I'm being honest, and I don't want to, steal the thunder from the show, but if I'm being honest, I'm getting nervous, bro, because we're at an impasse, bro. You know, there are people getting asked. We haven't even asked to interview anybody for head coach yet.
Whoa. That's Mark Davis, the changing of the tide, brother. He's doing it the right way. Get the GM first, then the head coach. You want to get a coach now and then have the GM just work it backwards? We can't do that again.
I don't, but I want them to hurry up because, you know.
Now, I can agree with you on that. I hear you.
Hurry up because let me tell you, that man that we had in this building this year is going. I didn't know he was going to get this many looks at head coach. He's not going to turn down these head coaching jobs, bro. There's only a couple of them. He ain't gonna get, like he might go into somebody's building and never come back out again.
And we're talking about Patrick Graham at this point, right?
No, talk about Antonio Pierce.
Okay, so for those who have no idea, living under a damn rock, today also the Tennessee Titans reached out to us to request to bring on Antonio Pierce in for an interview for the head coaching position. Also, another situation where I have to say this. He has earned this look. He deserves this look. But a lot of teams around this year do use this as the Rooney Rule to get it over with. And I hate to say it. It sucks and it sounds like the worst shit in the world. But there's a reason why Graham is one of the first people to get looks, and also Antonio Pierce, bro. Let's just keep it a buck, bro. That's why I hate this stupid ass rule. I do, because these guys actually deserve those jobs. But for them to come in like immediately, it's just telling on what these organizations are trying to do.
See, this is the problem, though. There's only 32 teams, right? And there's only a handful of jobs. And if you didn't have this rule,
I appreciate you, brother.
If you didn't have this rule, these guys wouldn't get interview experience. They'd get none of this stuff, right?
Well, there's a good and a bad with it, right?
It's definitely a good and a bad. It's kind of like affirmative action. Sometimes people say years later after affirmative action that it was a bad thing, right? But it was a necessary evil at a certain point. And that's how it is with the Rooney Rule. But I'm gonna be real with you. The Charger interview is a Rooney Rule one, and I'll say that. I think they're pandering and they're being jerk offs. When it comes to the Titans job, that is not a Rooney Rule interview, bro.
You don't think so?
No, because, bro, you don't think that they can see what this man did with this defense?
I think everybody sees it.
Everybody sees with this man how he galvanized this team, and they know that they're not one of those organizations who people are going to covet. The Chargers is in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Big stadium, a lot of talent. The Titans, bro, the Titans are kind of a rudderless kind of an organization. I'm surprised they jettisoned Mike Vrabel. I really am, because that's not a job that I'm raising my hand to take.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something.
Who's been the two best guys there? Vrabel and Fisher. It's been a long time since those guys have been
around the dance floor hiring coaches. So the thing about it is, I can see them hiring Antonio Pierce. That's the kind of job that a guy with his level of experience probably would get. Yeah. Let's be for real. He could be a guy. They could see that he could be that emotional leader who could come in there and galvanize that building very, very quickly. And I worry about Antonio Pierce going in there and him having the bird in their hand as opposed to the one in the bush.
Well, this is the thing also. Like if AP gets another shot anywhere else, I'd want it to be somewhere where they're kind of set up at certain positions. He was already dealt a bad hand with Aiden being a guy this year. You're going out there with Derrick Henry being a free agent. He's out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like you're dealing with a D-Hop, an older D-Hop. The quarterback position, they don't even know if it's Levis or Malik Willis. I don't think that's a good situation for him. To be honest with you, the Tennessee situation would be a situation where he would go to, and he probably would never get a head coaching position again because of how bad that I see that roster turning around next year. I don't think they still have some pieces on the defensive side of the football. Don't get me wrong. And they have a young Treylon Burks, but I don't see them as being a threat for the future. I would hate to see AP take that position and never get an opportunity at being the head coach again, because shit hits the fan. I think the Raiders job is the only one tailored for him outside of defensive coordinator with the Giants.
For him to be successful, right? But for him, it's not like, bro, a guy like that with that level of confidence, it's not about the right job. It's about getting a damn job.
Agreed.
And like I said, there's only 32 of them, and there's only 5 or 6 available now. The Seahawks job became available because Pete Carroll didn't get fired, but he decided to go on into the dark good night and accept another position in the organization, probably in the front office.
And Dan Quinn is probably going to be the guy, former Legion of Boom architect. defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. I think we can all agree that he'll probably move on. If he doesn't get the head coaching position, if McCarthy doesn't get fired, I think he goes back home to Seattle and ends up being the guy. But my bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, he might be, but then that's another opportunity. But I think if I'm Antonio Pierce, okay, what are my prospects? Going to be a linebacker coach in New York or going to be the head coach in Tennessee?
The defensive coordinator in New York.
No, well, defensive coordinator. Am I going to go be a defensive coordinator in New York, or am I going to be the head coach with the Titans? And am I going to bet on myself? He's going to bet on himself.
No, definitely. No. I think he would. I'm just saying I would feel bad because of the situation he's put in.
You know what? If he leaves, then that's on him. But I'm telling you right now, Graf, look, the thing, and this was my worst nightmare. I was very pragmatic about all of this because I'm like, well, this is Mark's team and blah, 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 blah. And I hate to be the guy to be wishy-washy, right? But this is my fear. I didn't think Antonio Pierce had another option at head coach. Now that he has one, stop playing around. Either go get Harbaugh or get this man the job.
This may be his representation saying, oh, we got other options. You know what I'm saying? But this is also Mark Davis probably saying, well, we already know about the Rooney Rule and why it exists. So it's kind of an up and down battle between them two. Like, yes, don't get me wrong. He may go to Tennessee and never leave that building. And then you can miss out on Jim Harbaugh, and then you're fucked. Then you may have to look at Patrick Graham to elevate him to head coach.
Yeah, and bro, that is the Raider. That'd be the most Raider thing in the world. Yeah. And then at that point, I'm like, yo, I'm looking at Mark Davis and saying, hey, man, are you sure you cut out for this, bro?
Yeah.
Like, yo, hey, man, you're not even really the owner. You're the owner of the Raiders, but your mom is the owner of the Raiders. Yeah. Your mom is in the twilight of her life. Like, bro, maybe the league needs to step in and separate you from ownership and sell his team to Jeff Bezos or some shit because you're an idiot.
Yeah. Real quick, salute to Joe, man. I appreciate you. Salute to the two GOATs of this Raider YouTube game. We shut down a DC interview for PG, which means that we might be planning to keep the band together. And that's still an option. But Mark Davis only has a certain amount of time until he has to allow that dream to fade away. If this Harbaugh situation isn't done in the next few days, I'm going to be real with you. If he doesn't figure that out quick, these guys may move on to greener pastures because we already know Carmen Brasillo has an interview, offensive line coach with the New York Giants as well. They need some help on that O-line. To be real with you, Carmen would be smart to go over there because anything is better than what they have now. And I think Carmen would better that situation immediately.
Bro, first of all, DeBall and all of them, that tree, that all goes back to the same tree. Right?
Yes.
That's one.
Yes.
They have a personal relationship. Brasillo is not AP's guy. That's Josh McDaniels' guy. That's the Patriot guy, right?
Agreed.
Also, it's the New York market. If you do well in the New York market, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
But if you don't, you may never get another opportunity ever again.
And that's the thing. But the thing with Carmen Brasillo is, I think 80% he turns the Giants line around. They got a lot of talent.
Definitely. And to be real with you, I'm going to be honest. Salute to AP. If he doesn't get the Raiders job, I think the best bet for him is to go to the Giants, be that defensive coordinator. He's built for it. He would help that defense out tremendously, and then he'd get another shot. Whether it's they move on from the ball or whatever, he'll get another opportunity.
He'll give him that job, right? Like, look, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If Daniel Jones, if Daniel Jones messes up, which is very, very possible, and people are gonna be calling for DeBall's head. Listen, I'm in the tri-state. I grew up in the tri-state area. I know how the media is here. Mm-hmm. Brian DeBall has gotten a lot of grace for his first season here. They got a lot of grace because we've watched what he did in Buffalo as offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. If they start out 1-4, the New York media is going to be in droves calling for his head. They're going to want Brian DeBall's head on a platter. And if Antonio Pierce is in the building, they're going to give him that job.
I agree.
Mark Davis, let me tell you something. The whole Harbaugh thing, I can be pragmatic. I can understand how you would hire a Jim Harbaugh.
Agreed.
I would be stupid to say that I don't. But what you have to be timely. You have to broach it and say, hey, man, do you really want this shit or not? Because if not, I got a kid who's waiting to take it, and he's the best thing that's happened in this organization in a long time.
And I got a fan base with pitchforks right now ready to run through Allegiant Stadium like madmen if he doesn't get the job. So you're right. I think that he needs to move this week. And to be honest with you, if there wasn't already a situation in play, if we don't hear about Harbaugh getting an interview this week, he better speed this process up, bro. Because I'm telling you now, he might as well just keep AP around, keep Champ Kelly there, and just run this shit back with a real offensive coordinator.
Right, what's it, Thursday?
Bro.
It'd be Thursday in like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow.
Yes.
Hey, Jim, you want the job, bitch?
Or not?
Don't. Go back to Michigan and sing "He's a Jolly Good Fellow" so we can bring NWA back in the house. It's a little appetite for destruction.
No, I agree. Salute to Jay, man. Blessings, fellas. Hope you had a great day. The Titans are done for the next 5 to 10 years. What you think about Vrabel, possible head coach? Now, I've seen a lot of people, salute to our brother Jason Hunter, talk about Vrabel. I think there's only a few situations that work out for. I think the New England job, if they don't promote Mayo to head coach, I think that's Vrabel's job. I also do believe that Seattle may bring him in for an interview. You know, I do believe it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I don't see us going the Vrabel route. I don't. I think
I don't either.
Or Seattle, or he accepts maybe a coordinator position somewhere else, or he takes a year off. A lot of these guys do. You know what I'm saying? And then they wait for other teams and other opportunities, and we've seen it with my guy that won a championship with Philadelphia, got the head coach position with Jacksonville. You know
yeah.
We talked about him being a head coach here, possibly.
Doug Peterson.
You know what I'm saying? So, but Vrabel, I don't think that's I don't think that's really a realistic thing. I think this is a two-man race, Jay. I really think it is AP's job or it's Jim Harbaugh's. And I think right now Mark is kicking back saying, Jim, do you want this or not? You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, it's your job. If not, I can't keep. Look, bro, this AP shit's going to start lighting up. It's going to start. I want to ask you this. Do you remember the last African-American head coach that went and did the Rooney Rule but got hired? Do you remember? Has there ever been one?
Yeah, there have been, and I'm trying to remember.
Was it Brian Flores? Was it?
It was Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? Brian Flores, definitely, right? Because Brian Flores, it wasn't really a Rooney Rule thing. They wanted Brian Flores.
No, but I'm saying when the Rooney Rule.
Yeah. So it's Brian Flores. It's Raheem Morris.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of young black coaches. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Raheem Morris was their number one guy. So it wasn't necessarily just a Rooney Rule hire, But look, man, we
have to think about it, right? We have to think about, are they using him just to get through that, to go get the actual person that they want? Because the thing that scares me about AP is they may say we're going to use this as a Rooney Rule thing, and they just get sold on him because of his personality, because of who he is, and they say, look, we can't let this dude lead the building.
Bro, you know what I think? I think when you have a guy that you want, you almost don't bring in somebody who's a threat to changing your process.
Yeah.
With AP, bro, he's always going to change your process.
Yeah.
And it's fresh in your imagination. He's not a guy where you got to wonder what he can do. You saw it right this season. Yeah. So anytime you bring Antonio Pierce in your building, that means that you're sold on what he did, in the league saw what he did, bro. Yeah. It's not like Patrick Graham where they have no idea what kind of a head coach he's going to be.
And also 5-4, it doesn't sound good, but if you also look at the limitations on that roster, the quarterback spot, some bad games by the O-line, the run game non-existent. He did really well. You know what I mean? For what
There's not one game we weren't in. Nope. And you and I spoke about this. Every single game that we lost and or won, we could have won. There was not one game where we got our asses kicked. You can't say like, yo, we could have won that game.
KC game, we kind of took our foot off the gas at the end, and they just kind of ran away with it. But we were in that game.
The Dolphin game, we should have won that.
Yes.
The Viking game, we should have won that game.
Yes, agreed.
Like let's just really look at it, bro. Like the games we lost were games we probably shouldn't have lost. The Indianapolis game, we definitely should have. We could have won that game.
Bro, yes.
These were winnable games, bro. And that's the thing. Like, Doug, anytime Antonio Pierce is brought in, he is a credible, legitimate guy that they can bring in, bro. And it's scary to me.
And I'm going to be real. I actually spoke to a few guys, a few legends behind the scenes, and they're really all for AP. I'm telling you right now, like, I've talked to some and some former players. I've even reached out to a few of our guys that we've had on the screen. And AP, it's AP or bust. AP or bust. And that's telling. That is telling. And mind you, guys, we have said if Jim Harbaugh gets an offer, bring in Jim Harbaugh. I think that he'll win immediately. But one thing about AP is this is a great problem to have. We said this before, 1A, 1B, however you flip it. If Harbaugh's 1B and AP's 1A or the other way, it doesn't matter. I'm good with either option. But the scary thing is one of them even an option at this point? It's been real quiet.
The dream has become a nightmare now.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what Jim Harbaugh is going to do. He might go back to Michigan.
Yeah.
He almost sounds like it. And the thing about it is that
he may use that big contract as leverage to get one of them in the NFL. We know how this goes.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. And it's like, yo, does Mark Davis really bro, sometimes, bro,
Harold, no, Nick Saban is done, my brother. He's done. He's done. He's retired. He will never go back to the NFL.
Nick Saban is like 71 years old. Look, guys, what you guys are witnessing today, this day will go down in history, man. This is a changing of the guard in football. The old guard, if you hear that Bill Belichick this week, we're really watching the last 15 years of football evaporate. Yeah. The last holdover that is Andy Reid. If Belichick goes somewhere.
We're here right now with LeBron, with KD, with Clay, with Steph. Like it really is becoming to be an end of an era here, though. Right, bro?
It's an end of an era, man. Like ESPN can't have those holdovers. Saban in college football.
Yeah.
Shit is changing, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be real with you. When it comes to the Raiders, man, and look, I try to be pragmatic. Graf and I both try to be pragmatic. I don't like to come on the screen and get too emotional about what we should do, right? I have to keep an open mind because I don't want to come on the screen and just totally shit all over Jim Harbaugh like he's not an excellent coach. Oh, yeah. I think that's what the nation has done. Oh, he's terrible. He's too old. I'm like, wait a minute. He's too old, but then some of y'all motherfuckers wanted Gruden?
Yeah.
Like a guy who, like, get out of here, bro. Like, he's a good coach. Mm-hmm. I can see the value in bringing him in. But at this point, if I'm being honest, I've always said this, Graf's always said this. In my mind, my football mind tells me you go get Harbaugh.
Yes.
My heart tells me bring an AP.
AP all day.
You know what? I'm all heart. Go give AP this job, bro. Like when I see the montage of like everything, the fans, like, bro, this is such a great feeling that I haven't had since 2002.
Yeah.
Stop playing, bro. Just get a goddamn job, man. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to waffle and switch up, but this is how I feel, bro. Now that he's got off of the head coach, I'm scared now. Okay. Stop fucking around. Get that man a job.
Now, I'm going to differ from you. I'm not changing my stance. In which, hey, look, there's nothing wrong. Things change, right? I'm still sticking with my mind over my heart. My heart keeps saying AP. My mind says bring in Jim Harbaugh. This thing will change overnight, and we can get back to our winning ways. But like I said before, either way, I'm cool with. Salute to Silverback. What's more impactful on our success in 2024, a GM or a head coach? And why is Champ Kelly's past held in such high regard? From a draft perspective, I have questions. And it's Silverback. You know what's funny? Wasted. Didn't we have a conversation about that on the phone the other day?
Exactly.
That's insane, bro. Wasted asked me the same question. He said, Grant, let me ask you something. What has Champ Kelly done? Whoa. Let me say this. I'm not in the higher upper echelon and GM talk, right? Like in those circles. But we've heard by numerous reports and numerous people that he's a very respected football mind. I can't identify one thing. Is it drafting Justin Fields? I don't know what I don't know what he had, involved with that. I don't know what he had involved with trading up or trading back and getting DJ Moore and all those draft picks. I don't know. But all I'm doing is going off of other football minds that definitely look at him and appreciate him for what he brings to the table. So realistically, I can't tell you what Champ Kelly has done. You know what I can tell you has done? He got rid of Marcus Peters. He got rid of Roderick Teamer when these guys did some dumb shit. He went out there and made sure he got Jack Jones off the waiver wire. So I can go off what he's done for us. I can't go off of what he's done for the previous teams that he's coached for, whether it's the GM for, or it's assistant or whatever, Denver Broncos, Chicago Bears. I can't tell you what he's done. But me personally, it's a package deal, Silverback. But at the end of the day, you have to have a great GM. The Philadelphia Eagles show you that. I'm going to be real with you. Their head coach ain't great. They have a great GM. Howie Roseman is the greatest GM in NFL. And to be honest, they can bring anybody. I just think the way Roseman handles his business and the talent he brings in, you have to be a bad coach to not be able to win up there.
Yeah, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Nick Sirianni is starting to look like
bad.
He's starting to have issues with guys on the sideline. You know what Howie's going to do? Howie's just going to move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Get on out of here. Like Howie Roseman's been there since Andy was there.
Yep.
He's been there a long time, man.
Yep.
To me, for my money, dollar for dollar, best GM in football.
Yeah. Oh, easy. Not even. There's no one even close to him.
John Lynch.
John Lynch is I'll say 1A, 1B. You're right. Salute to Darth. My mass offering for the House of Graf and Wasted. Salute to you, my brother, on a $2 donation. We appreciate you. Salute to the 1,200 people in the building, y'all. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to both Raider Nation Unlimited and OLV Raiders Network. Salute to you guys. As always, what will the players think if we don't hire AP? Angel, they'll be pissed initially and they'll get over it. They're professionals. They'll move on. And they'll get back to football at some point. But right now, I get it. Everybody's emotions are very high. Everybody doesn't want to change things because we don't want to come off this high horse and all this energy that AP has provided. But I'm telling you this, they're professionals. They'll move on at some point. By the time we play football next August, September, I think they'll be ready and prepared to go. If it's Harbaugh, I think they're going to realize we're playing under a legend. This guy will have us ready to go. I think they'll be over it. Now, if it's not Harbaugh and it's not AP and you lose out on both these guys, you got to bring some other guy off the streets. Yeah. Then it gets spooky.
Yeah, bro. It does because, like, look, man, the only way, and I've always said this, the only way that you can even sell not having Antonio Pierce be the coach to this group of men is bringing the Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is essentially the Bill Parcells of this era.
Yeah.
Everywhere Bill Parcells went, he won.
Yeah.
So you can sell it. Sometimes people will get mad. You'd have situations where Bill Parcells, have a guy like Terrell Owens, and then, he cooked Terrell Owens. He kept calling him the player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that? He making him ride the exercise bike and shit. Mm-hmm. They had to get him out of town and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Bill turned every situation he's ever been in around. There's not one. He turned the Patriots around. He turned the Cowboys around. He turned the Jets around. Had them a play away from the Super Bowl with Vinny Testaverde at quarterback. The New York Giants. That's what Bill did, right? And I think Harbaugh is that level guy. The problem with Harbaugh is he is so coveted. If you're not totally 100% sure, if you didn't have that wink handshake deal, you shouldn't even gamble with Antonio Pierce and disrespect what he did. Like, if you're not sure you have Harbaugh wrapped up and you haven't went behind the scenes, him and Brady, because come on, bro. You already know, like, listen, hey, Jim, look, we got to go through the everything, but we going to hire you. I'm just letting you know.
But I like that. Don't mind you. It can't go too long, but I like look, Mark, man, put AP through the fire. Let him feel a little bit. Don't just bring him back in immediately. Like, do like every other organization. Fill out the process. You have to go through the process, bro. Like, look, AP is great for us, but what he's done thus far is not something where it's like, he went undefeated and this and that. Hire him immediately. Like, go through the process.
That's not the point, though, because this is why you have. So if you have two top head coaching candidates, right, and they're not in your building, you go through the process, right? But when you have a situation where your two top candidates, one of them is in your building already and works for you already, and then you don't know if you're going to get the other guy, and you don't have a clear and concise line of communication with him where you don't know. Like, bro, if it's like you got to get this.
But, bro, let me cut you off real quick. Let me ask you this. This is the thing. What if Mark is already sold on AP, but he's not sold on Champ Kelly? What if he wants to bring in another GM? What if you know what I mean? Like, there's stuff going on behind the scenes where it's like, I can't just bring on AP. Like, let me see what the GM position, let me see what that is first and see if it fits with what we're trying to do at the head coach spot. Like, you never know. He may be high on AP and saying, look, we love you and we like Champ Kelly, but we want to see if there's better options out there. And then the GM comes in.
He's in your building, though. He's in your building. So like, this is the thing, bro. If he's in your building, you say, hey, Antonio, listen, I want to give you the job. We got to go through the process.
Yeah.
But when I do give you the job, I've made a mistake by giving the head coach power over the GM. And that's not what we're trying to do. So if you're not comfortable with that, then see other jobs.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you got to have shit worked out already, bro. That's all I'm saying.
And I think there is. To be real with you, I think AP is smart enough to know if Harbaugh wants the job, it's his. If not, it's mine.
So
don't get wrong. I don't know how you feel about that.
If you him, right? You got kids.
You wait at all.
You fucking waiting? This ain't got nothing to do with Antonio Pierce, bro. It's got everything to do with the owner, bro. Like, it's one thing if, say, for instance, the Raiders fired their coach, right? They're in a situation that the Atlanta Falcons are in. The Atlanta Falcons can go through the process. The Raiders don't have to. They already got one of their top two guys in the damn building. Yeah. Why? So what you going through? Like, bro, if you don't know that you got Jim and it's that close of a race, then you better make sure you have your contingency plan locked in, or you gotta know. You gotta know you're not getting in a bidding war with the Chargers or the Bears.
I don't think
like that.
I don't think, and I know a lot of people don't give Mark credit, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that Mark is dumb enough to go into this not knowing if Jim wants the job or not. I think that there's been discussions already. I think that there's been conversations had between other people in the building. The Tom Brady Michigan connection, it's there. I think there's been conversations that's been had wasted.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
So that this is my point. It better be.
Yeah.
It fucking better be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying to you, bro. If he had that conversation, fine. If Jim's the guy you want to do this with, fine, Mark. It's your money.
Yeah.
It's your money. It's your team. It's your legacy. But goddamn it, I've seen him fuck things up before.
Oh yeah.
And wind up with Jack Del Rio.
Yeah.
Because he went all in with Gruden. He thought he had him. And then Gruden said, you know what, I'm going back to television.
Well, you can shit on Jack and Del Rio all you want. We went 12-4 1 year with them there. I know that's the best year we've had since the early 2000s. Like, let's just keep it.
Look. And that was what it was. But what I'm saying is
sustainable success. I get it.
Yeah, sustainable success. And also, bro, we didn't have a guy in a building like Antonio Pierce at that point.
No, we didn't.
We didn't, bro. Like, we had Hugh Jackson, and it was like, kind of a similar situation. But let's not say, Hugh Jackson made the Carson Palmer deal. He got a little too big for his britches.
Yep.
Certain things with Mark's like, I got to take control over this. You got to go.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why he's bringing other.
Well, you had Dennis Allen in between that too,
but this is why he's bringing a lot of great NFL minds around him, the Tom Brady's of the world and all these other players. He's leaning on them heavy because he knows they know the game more than him. Salute to Hud. Let's get to some of these supers real fast. Don't owners have to wait till after the wild card playoffs to start making offers? When did the chips start falling on decisions? I believe really everything's going to start happening on Monday. I think Monday you're going to start seeing shit fall. You know what I mean? A lot of other things going on. A lot of coordinators that are looking for head coaching positions are still in the playoffs. So there's still a lot of moving parts at this point, John. But realistically, I think we're going to start seeing some movement, real movement next week. I mean, do you agree with me on that, Wasted? I think
I definitely do, because there are certain things that need to happen. The playoffs are still going on. There's still other people that like they might want to interview that are on staffs that are currently in the playoffs as well.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But if I'm being honest, man, we're different than everyone else. We got one of the top guys in our building. And the thing is that I don't want him to feel like, yo, I got to do what's real. Because listen, like we said, man.
I can agree with that. I can say we may have our top guy in the building. I don't think we have one of the top guys in the building.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about we a Raider podcast. We Raider fans. I can only speak from us.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest of the teams in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck them. It's late night. You're going to get late night wasted. Fuck all these people. We talking about the Raiders. There's only two people that Raider Nation will be. So if they hired Mike Vrabel, we are going to be fucking livid. All of us. Yo, if they hired Pete Carroll, we'll be livid.
Yeah.
If they hired Bill Belichick, we'll be livid. That's how bad this shit is. We be pissed. That's the problem, bro. He better make sure. I'm not saying this hasn't happened
yet.
You
want the job, B?
Right. Like, yo, B, you want the job?
Yo, real quick, let's get some of the chat involved. A lot to talk about, you guys. For those who don't know, salute to the 1,300 people in the building. Carmen Brasillo was asked to come in and interview for the offensive line coaching position with the New York Giants. Patrick Graham was also offered an opportunity to go to Jacksonville for the DC position. We blocked it. So there's definitely plans there with Patrick Graham. We allowed him the opportunity to go see the head coaching position with the Chargers. So whenever they do at some point in the near future, he will be going in for an interview for the head coaching spot down there. Also, AP was asked by the Tennessee Titans, to come in for the head coaching position vacancy over there with Vrabel just being fired and let go. So there's a lot going on right now. Salute to Robert. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to hear Stephen A. Oh my God, he called him a fat piece of shit. Called him a bitch. It was beautiful.
It was some of the best shit that I've ever seen, bro. It really was, man.
And you know what's funny? We talked wasted about we could have had Whitlock on the show.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Facts. And we were like, do we want to go that route? Like, I don't think we want to go that route.
Nah, not at all, bro.
You know what I mean? Salute to IWI. Mark is already showing he is not competent. Jim playing games, and Mark is here for it. AP is reading the room and seeing how Mark moves. Salute to WI. That can definitely be real. It could definitely be real. But I think that AP respects Mark enough to not think that he's disrespecting him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that – let's just keep it a buck, you guys. This is the first-time head coach, not taking anything away from AP. But, you know what I mean? I think he understands the process. He knows what's at stake here.
He don't deserve anything, bro. He don't deserve anything. He would like to think, like he said the other day, like he's
earned it. Yeah.
He's earned it. And bro, he's definitely earned consideration. His work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
He went out there in real time and earned it. He didn't go out there. There's so many interim coaches that we can't even remember that we've had in this organization alone. We've seen interim guys all over the league who shit the bed. Nobody even remembers these guys, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember people wanting Tony Sperano to get the job. Rest in peace to Tony Sperano because he buried a goddamn football.
Yeah. I remember. But see, I'm so happy you brought this up. This is why I'm so happy that I have another guy that's like he's older than me, but he's like old as me. You know what I'm saying? Wasted an old motherfucker. I'm still a young old motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But that is something that you can relate to AP, bro. It's like it's all fun and games right now, right? It looks good, but can it be sustainable? That's the thing. I remember that like it was yesterday, and the players loved it. They loved it. But also, it wouldn't have been the right move keeping him around. And rest in peace to him, definitely, man. But
there's more sizzle to the steak of AP than it was for Tony.
No, definitely.
It's way more.
Also, it's a difference because we're also looking for that spark. We missed that Oakland vibe, right? And AP brings that. This is Vegas now. We still want to feel like we're still a part of our culture or what we brought from Oakland. So, salute to JJ, man. We've talked about that a million times. My brother, appreciate you on the $2. It'd be scary to see Harbaugh, Andy Reid, and Peyton 6 times a year. Definitely be spooky. And Trucker, man, that's easy. That's John Madden right there, brother. But this is the thing. We can't assume that AP is going to be John Madden. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand they both played the same position. It looks like this, like that from the outside looking in. But we can't assume that AP is going to be John Madden. Now, could he potentially bring a championship to us at some point? Maybe. Hopefully. I would look. This may sound weird. I want to win one either way, but it would feel a lot better winning one with AP than Jim Harbaugh. I'll tell you that.
It will because, bro, you know what the thing with AP?
I'll take one either way.
I'll take one either way, bro. I will take one. Listen, I don't give a shit if they had RuPaul as the head coach of this team. I'll fucking.
I said it on Twitter today. So salute to my guy Q. He said, "Oh man, he over there singing what the song you singing earlier? Jim Harbaugh in the locker room after they won.
Oh, he's a jolly good fellow.
He said, I don't give a fuck if they were singing It's Raining Men in the locker room. As long as you win a championship.
Listen, you can sing WAP. You can sing Old Town Road. I don't give a damn, yo. Yes. Slap me and call me Susie. Give me a championship.
Play the village people. I don't give a shit. I don't care as long as you bring us.
Y'all understand how desperate we are for a championship?
Sad,
bro. You don't understand, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. You got some people talking about, I've been supporting this team since they drafted Derek Carr. I'm like, man, get that F out of here. Like, bro, I've been since the 80s. I want to hear this shit. Yo, Ben Bad. See, the thing with like Ben Bad and all of them, bro, and Walt and them, y'all got a chance. Like, I saw, the 84. I was a little kid, bro. Y'all were like teenagers when they won in the 70s. Y'all saw the badass Raiders, and you guys were born in the 60s, and y'all watched this whole shit. So you guys are different. You got a chance to see 3 championships. Bruh, Graf ain't get a chance to see 1. He was born like the week that we won.
Yeah, literally the week that we won.
He was born the week we won. So, bro, like, he didn't get a chance to see that. We need it, bro.
Yeah, bad, bro. Look, me and Wasted don't have too many years left on this earth.
No, you speak for yourself. We got a lot of years on this earth. I got 70.
This team kills a piece of me every year. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jersey. Definitely feel the same way, my brother. Salute to you on the $5. Salute to John. AP's getting looks because he's a winner as a head coach. And he shitted all over McDildo's production. Plus, he talks the talk in meetings and to these players, silver tongue and gangster. Love y'all, fam. Salute to my dog. We love you too, bro. Salute to my guy, John, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. We're going to try and get to as many of you guys' comments. Salute to my guy, Federal. Us as Raider fans be too excited and emotional over mediocrity. I've been saying that, Federal, for a long time. Salute to my guy.
I have too, but this is different because I'm going to say something real quick. Can I get on my soapbox real quick?
Ahead,
you guys gather around the fire. It's a fireside chat with Old Man Wasted. Listen, let me tell you guys something. There's been times where we have brought greatness into this building as players, and we've brought greatness into this building as former great coaches, right? And we never seem to get that greatness when it's on its ascension. We never seem to get that greatness when it's at its apex.
Yeah.
We did with John Madden. We did with Tom Flores. We did with Al Davis, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Marcus Allen, guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a long time. It's been It's been a long, long ass time, bro. Now we got Max at his apex of his ascension to being a great player and being a great Raider.
Yeah.
I think it's time we get that greatness from a coach. I want to see him establish that greatness here with us. I don't want to have somebody that with Harbaugh, his story's not complete. And if we get him, I'm happy. I'll change my tune. If we get him, I'll change my tune and say, hey, man, we got a great coach. Because I can't argue against having a guy as accomplish him. But it's just a piece of me that want to see us establish something that's different and new. Like real shit, man. And I feel this is the time, bro. Yeah. I've seen them I remember when we hired Dennis Allen. I said, this is bad. Yep. This guy looks like a little schoolboy. He is not going to be a good coach. Yep. When we hired Lane Kiffin, I said, man, this guy looks like, I said, man, who the fuck? I thought we hired Monty Kiffin. I got happy because I was at work and I saw Kiffin. And I'm like, oh, shit, we hired Monty Kiffin. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Defensive juggernaut. And when it was Lane, I said, what the fuck?
Yeah,
kid. I said, he should be bagging groceries. He's 25 years old. He wasn't 25.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot different, bro. And I'm not saying Antonio Pierce is definitely going to be great, but let me tell you something, man. I don't think he's going to flame out, bro. I just think he understands this fan base.
I think he does too. I'm just saying, but you have to look at the question mark. Look, we have to look at this as a.
You and I spoke about this. Yes, I agree. But bro, now his name gets thrown around. I can't have a situation where they take this dude and he gets hired in Barefoot, Tennessee, and Jim Harbaugh goes to the Chargers, and now we're like, hey, okay, so who do we hire now? Oh, Arthur Smith is the next coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, my God. Because Jim Harbaugh, I have a feeling, bro, because I was just thinking. I was like, I remember with the McDaniels thing. We were hearing Ed Dodds is in the building. Oh, he's definitely going to get the job. And it was like the Indomitian suit thing. It feels a little bit like
everything always comes back to Donkey Kong Sue with weight.
F him. I can't stand him.
Salute the Cap. Appreciate you on the fire. It does. Everything definitely does feel different with AP at the moment. But like I said before, if Jim Harbaugh comes in, guess what's going to happen? If we're winning, if we're winning, we're going to say, oh, it feels different. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has a difference of opinion with the definition of different. I'm going to be real with you. It definitely does feel different right now. But let's just say Jim Harbaugh comes in and leads us to the playoffs in year one. It's different. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is the thing, you guys. If I'm talking about potentially bringing in Harbaugh, that's not me shitting on AP. That's the thing that I can't stand with a lot of people on the internet. Like, can I give both these guys their flowers? I love what AP has done for our team and our fan base this year. In a crucial time where Josh McDaniels definitely killed this fan base, killed this team, killed the product, AP revived all of it. And I love it. And I definitely think he deserves the job for that. But if we want to get back to our winning ways, we have to look outside the box and look at every option there. You can't just say give AP the job because of how we feel good right now. Like, you have to think about the future here. And not saying that AP's not, but if Jim Harbaugh is a potential hire, you have to look at that. But it's no shade to AP.
Hey, man, I got another option for you. You know, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, man, I'm sitting at home right now, man. Drinking a Corona, man.
You're in Las Vegas right now in the middle of a Supreme Court.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. That's my home, Las Vegas. Tell you something, man. I'm sitting here with a beer. Now I'm hearing all this Antonio Pierce stuff, man. I'm hearing all this Harbaugh stuff, man. How would it shine you, man, if I came back for a third time, man? Third time's a charm. What do you think about that graphic? Well, knock on wood. If you're with me, man, a little Chucky action, man. I tell you, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. If they don't hire Harbaugh, they don't hire Antonio, man, take it to the bank. Old Drew's coming back, baby. My son's still here, man.
I think you should go get in the bedroom and go drop another deuce, man.
Hey, man, I just might, man. Hey, Graphic, man. You have a great show, man. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. I'm not going to
Salute
be with me.
to Gru, one of the goats of the show, man. Salute to Rule. I know this doesn't mean a lot, but the players can sell AP to free agents. You can sell both coaches, but our players can vouch for AP, and this is a loaded free agency class. Salute to my guy, Ruben. You ain't never lied. Ruben never tells a lie in this chat, man. Salute to my guy, Factory Outlet. Salute to Coach. Yo, I watched Whitlock's show yesterday. He had a legit receipts and made Stephen A look like a clown. See, I didn't see that, so I only seen one side. I know you guys aren't big on that conspiracy stuff, but I'm telling you it's legit. Salute to my guy, Coach. I'm definitely going to check that out after this show. I promise you, because I want to see what all the
they say Whitlock always brings a smack, but you know the problem with stuff like that, and that has nothing to do with us, right? We don't give a shit, but fuck both of them because I don't like either one of them, right? Yeah. But the thing about information is you can take information and you can do what you will in today's world. Like people could just put you next to somebody. That's why I don't like taking pictures with people that I don't know, because they could put you next to somebody and say, yo, yeah, you know, Waste is cool with this dude and he did this. And it's like, bro, I don't even fucking know this guy. I just took a picture with him when we was in Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
That's the problem with today's weird world. So I don't want to get Kareem too far.
Hey, Shadow Fox, I'm not ignoring you, brother, because what you saying is doesn't fit our narrative. I don't even know what the fuck your narrative is. I didn't see it. Like I said before, when you
let me see what the great and powerful Shadow Fox is talking about.
I'm saying this, when you got 1,300 people in the building, bro, it's not easy to see everything. You think my whole life consists around? Let me see what Shadow Fox is saying in the chat.
You know what? I just was thinking that when bro.
That's part of the show. I can't wait until Shadow Fox pops in.
Bro, I woke up this morning. I rolled over. I said, hey, honey, how's everything going, man? She goes, everything's going great. So what do the kids got going on today? Oh, they got this and that. I said, you know what? Hey, hon, before we start talking about what's really important, the most important thing is we find out what Shadow Fox is talking about in the chat tomorrow. Yeah. That's what we need to find out. Yeah. Hey, Shadow Fox, do not get unceremoniously blocked. Get out of here.
Put your narrative in the chat because I want to see what you're talking about, because the thing is, we look at both sides of the coin. We talk about the good with Jim Harbaugh, the bad with Jim Harbaugh, the good with AP, the potential bad with AP. We talk about everything here, bro. We do not play around with narratives at Shillmore, bro. We talk about both sides of the coin at all times. Salute to my guy Trucker, correct. The one and only Jon Gruden. Mark Davis must hire from within. Salute to my guy Trucker Mark on a $5 donation. Salute to Terry. I watched that. Oh, no, I didn't watch the one on Dennis Allen. I watched the interview they had the other day with, I forgot what reporter it was, when he was talking about, Al would say that she exhausted him. Mm-hmm. I did not watch the one about Dennis Allen. Terry, if you're on Instagram or Twitter, please DM me that interview. I definitely would want to check it out. Harbaugh definitely met his wife in Vegas. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building.
I thought I met a wife in Vegas years ago. Turns out it was only 25 minutes.
Yo, salute to JJ. I just want to know what it's like to win. JJ, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Salute to you. Graham says I tend to stay away from this topic. You know, and the cool thing is, bro, in the near future, we'll know what we're working with, and then we can start directing this energy to the draft, directing this energy to free agency. You know what I mean? We can't even really talk about those because we don't even know who the coach and GM is. So we don't even know what direction we're going in yet. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my guy. Fuck you. What's up, y'all? Just got in. Man, we better no Raider this offseason. What I want to think is that in the end, we'll have our guys, either AP or JH. I'm okay. Salute. Look, bro, that's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. Man, I'm still trying to find the GOAT, Shadow Fox, man.
Shadow Fox, where are you, Shadow Fox?
He's in the shadow somewhere.
Shadow Fox, this is almost Ja Rule level stuff here.
Yeah.
Like, what does Shadow Fox have to say? Oh, somebody call Shadow Fox.
DeLon, I don't know. I know that salute to our guy. Stupid. Salute to our guy Hondo. I know people were writing me left and right. I'm in the comments section saying something about what if we bring on JH and Jim Harbaugh, and then he's suspended because of the sanctioning. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all, to be honest with you. I'm not really too much worried about that. And if he is suspended, what are they going to suspend him a few games? I mean,
bro, I don't see how he would get. And this is, I saw somebody kept putting this up. They're like, oh, he's going to get suspended for 6 games. How the fuck do you know? How can Roger Goodell suspend him for some shit that didn't happen in the National Football League before he was in the National Football League again?
Yeah.
This is all conjecture. Now, I seen, shout out to Murph. Murph said, there's a rule in, and listen,
our guy Murph.
Yeah, Murph's my guy. I don't agree, bro. Like, my thing is this, yo. If he didn't even get suspended that long in college football, how you gonna get suspended longer in the NFL than he did in college? It don't make any sense to me.
Well, you just let the guy go coach the national championship and all that good shit. And just, I agree with you.
F out of here.
Salute to Silverback.
SBG, you're going to get unceremoniously blocked. SBG, I saw that.
Salute to Silverback. Put respect on AP's football knowledge / IQ. Definitely. Like, smart. Look, you have to be a smart football player when you're an undersized UDFA linebacker that comes in and wins a Super Bowl. We know this. We know. I mean, I know a lot of people are questioning. I've never questioned that man's football knowledge or IQ. I don't know why people would, because this guy's played at the highest level and at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you, brother. Salute to Silverback. Salute to Ayers. Players talk. Keep AP. Bring in some free agent talent. But also, I have to tell you this, Ayers. They know. They also talk about Jim Harbaugh as a winner. He's a proven winner. And I think that these guys, if you move on from AP, at least you're going to a proven winner. Now, if you moved on from AP and fucking hired fucking, Olsen as the head coach, then we're going to have a fucking problem, right? But if you're moving on from one smart guy that has the locker room to the next smart guy that's been a proven winner, I don't have a problem with that. And I don't think the players will either. I think initially it'll be a little shock, but they'll get over it, man. They're professionals. Salute to Gio also. Yo, Gru, I just watched Swamp Kings. Heard Tim Tebow is still out there. Bring him back to run the option with Doug Martin. Peterman, the backup. Speaking, salute to Gio. I'm happy you brought that up. We will be having Louis Murphy on, you guys, sometime next week. So stay tuned with that. We're definitely going to talk about
Great Louis
yes,
Murphy.
The great Raider, great Florida Gator, played with Tim Tebow, was in Swamp Kings also. He will be on sometime next week. So stay tuned for that, man. Salute to my guy, Gio. Salute to Rick Glenn also on the $5 donation. Who has a better shot of getting us to the playoffs next year? AP and current coaches or Harbaugh? Thoughts? Great question. I'm going to hand that over to Waste of Talent.
Yo, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because we don't really know exactly what direction Jim Harbaugh is going to go in. I don't think he's going to do a total teardown. He didn't do it in San Francisco. I showed you guys that on my show. McGrath and I talked about this, right? So and it all depends on the quarterback. To me, we'd be shooting out of our ass to tell you who'd have the better chance of doing it. Yeah. I think my logic tells me that the players have bought into AP already. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. So that's like the first cog in, going to the playoffs. Believe they believe AP, and now we know that if AP comes back, he brings a couple players, improves the quarterback position. I would probably say AP.
Yeah,
I would say AP.
I would too because the continuity.
Yeah,
right.
Going to the playoffs next year, but
yes,
the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that.
Jim Harbaugh
for debate.
Sustainable success, like the long term, I'm going with Jim Harbaugh. But because of the continuity, ending the season on a high note, these players loving AP, I think we could sneak into the playoffs next year. You know what I mean? But I'm saying from a sustainable success aspect, just right now, just going off of what AP has done to this point, I go with Jim Harbaugh. Salute to Raiders Squid. That's the reason why I'm very nervous about AP. Because I don't know, I don't what offensive coordinator, like I don't know who's going to come in and be that guy to call the O. That's the huge question. I don't have question marks surrounding AP. I have question marks about who's going to come in under AP and call that offense. That's the thing I'm scared about. I've never questioned AP about this job at all. I'm just worried that we end up in a situation like we were this season where the offense struggles again mightily and we're leaning on a defense to win his football games.
Bro, this is the thing. And I've said this too. Listen, there are more question marks with Antonio Pierce, right? The problem is that the question mark I don't want is whether Jim Harbaugh wants the job. Yeah. That's the question mark that is important to me. Yeah. Like, we don't know. We're all sitting up here and everybody's debating Harbaugh AP. And now AP has other options as a head coach. It's one thing. I can see him telling the Giants, let me wait on this because I have a chance to be a head coach. Yeah. I can see that. But when he gets offered a head coaching job, now you have to be timely because he's not going to just continue to wait. And I guarantee you he's going to be interviewed for other jobs.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee that.
Probably will.
So how many of them jobs you think he's going to go by with a juggernaut like Jim Harbaugh being a guy that they are considering?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah. And we don't know whether Jim is even going to come to the National Football League, definitely.
Yeah, agreed.
He hasn't even announced that he's leaving Michigan yet.
Yep.
That's my problem. So when y'all say, yo, man, you waffling. Nah, bro,
There's question marks all over the place.
Yo, it's too many. That's a bigger question mark than whether he can hire a goddamn offensive coordinator.
There you go. Salute to Javi. What would be the quarterback? It's easy to say, Javi, right? Salute to you on the $5 donation. That with AP, you're getting Jaden Daniels. With Jim Harbaugh, you're getting JJ McCarthy, right? It's easy to say that because Jaden is AP's guy from Arizona State. They're really close. He was in the locker room the other day with the Broncos game. Jim Harbaugh coaching JJ McCarthy. Me personally, I can't say right now because I don't know if Jim comes in and says, keep Aiden as the young guy and go get a Russell Wilson or a veteran. I don't know. I don't know. Or him saying, I'm gonna go get a rookie. I personally, I don't know. I don't have a clue. I know one thing with Harbaugh though is he's gonna run the ball like crazy to set up the pass, and he's gonna have a strong defense. And to be real with you, AP is the damn near the same, right? It's the same thing. So either way, I don't really think that these guys are going to. They're definitely going to go out and try to better the quarterback position, but I don't think that that's their main source of. That's why when everybody says he's going to go to LA because of Justin Herbert, cool. But these guys run the football a lot and they rely on their defense a lot. I don't think the first thing is go identify the quarterback position. I think they're going to look at everything else also as a whole before they just say the quarterback position. I don't know though. Javi, I mean, do you have anything on that, Waze? I don't.
Yeah, I do. I have a lot on that. Like for this one or two things, right? Jim Harbaugh runs a pro style offense, right? Mm-hmm. When he went to San Francisco, he had a quarterback that was mobile. He had a quarterback that was a number 1 pick quarterback,
and he drafted him in the second round out of Nevada.
Well, but I'm just saying when he got there, Alex Smith was his quarterback the first 2 years there.
Game manager. That's who he was at that point.
Yeah, and he made Alex Smith, be a little bit better. But Jim Harbaugh is not taking that job because of that. A guy like Jim Harbaugh knows he's going to go there and he's going to implement his system. Great coaches, they don't worry about that shit. No. They'll go get their guy. And to be honest with you, if Jim Harbaugh might bring in JJ McCarthy, he might bring in Russ. He might have JJ sit, or he might not want JJ. It does. We don't know, bro. Only thing I know is when you talk about the Charger job, right? In your mind, you're saying it's a more attractive job, right? But is it really? The Chargers are in salary cap hell. They have a bunch of players that they really don't know what they have. You have a guy in Bosa who, he's a damn good player. But how much has he actually played?
Yeah.
You have a situation in LA where they have to. People say the Spanoses don't spend money. They got to spend money now. Yeah. You can't go to they're in a stadium where they're in someone else's stadium. That team won a Super Bowl. That team has one of the genius children at head coach that is he just keeps going to the playoffs and winning around you. They have to be viable. They're the second banana.
And all their star players are consistently hurt. You look at Derwin James, Bosa, Khalil Mack's going to be out. They're going to have to get rid of that contract. Keenan Allen. Then you look at ours. Devontae, consistently healthy with us these past few seasons. Max Crosby played through a crazy injury, but has been durable and hasn't missed any football at all. You know what I mean? So I get the whole LA connection because, it's the fancy Hollywood. He'll be a star out there. But look at the money wise, look at the money, look at the roster, look at the salary cap implications. I just don't think that Jim will rather value that over Las Vegas.
Just the thing about Jim, I think Jim is a man that's driven by passion.
Yes.
Jim Harbaugh is a man who
agreed.
He's taken jobs where he's had a connection to the people in that building.
Yep.
Right? With the 49ers, he had a connection with that organization. And he has a humongous freaking connection to us.
Yep.
When he first started coaching, you kind of got to take the job that's best for you.
Yeah.
But now Jim Harbaugh could pick where he wants to go in college and in the pros.
Yeah.
He said that Al Davis helped shape, him as a coach and in the passing game, and he values and cherishes his time as a Raider. Yeah. So if you look at what he did, Michigan.
Al even granted him, said, you want to move on and do something else? You have my blessing.
Because he knew what kind of coach he was. So he had love for the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Don't forget it. And he left and went to Michigan because that is his alma mater. Now, the team that I can see him coming back to the Raiders. I can see him even because they just fired Eberflus's whole staff.
But they kept Eberflus.
But they kept him, and I said they were going to keep him. Mm-hmm. But are you going to keep him if Jim says, hey, Mr. McCaskey, I want to come there?
Yeah. That was always the other team that I always questioned was because the passion project. That's what Jim Harbaugh does. it's the Raiders or it's the Bears would be. That's what I always assume.
And that's what I'm saying. And I worry about the Bears. The Bears have the number 1 pick and the 9th pick.
Yeah.
They got Cap. They got a kid. If he's going to run that pro-style offense, who better? Justin Fields is a more talented Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
A much more talented Colin Kaepernick. So what are we talking about here, right?
Yeah.
So that's a piece of it. You know, I just, Graf, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. The whole Jim Harbaugh thing is very, very scary to me. It's very scary to me.
Both are. That's what sucks. It's a good thing and a bad thing because both.
It's scary, bro. It's scary because guess what, man? When you talk about who needs Jim Harbaugh more, no one needs him more than the Chargers.
That's facts.
No one needs him more than the Chargers. The Chargers will give him a borderline Jon Gruden deal. Probably even more than that. They have to hire Jim Harbaugh. They can't come away without having Jim Harbaugh.
Half that money is sucked up by California taxes, wasted. Like, do you think he wants to leave? First of all, like, would you pick a team? You take $100 million deal with LA in California, bro. Half that shit is sucked. You take that shit in Nevada, you damn near getting all of it.
Make it 150. Now it's 100.
Now, but like we said, the Spanos family, right? They traditionally don't do that. You think that they would change that for this?
They have to do it. That's the messed up part. That's the one thing.
But because they have to, they won't, and that's what's going to happen. Watch, they're going to stick to what they do,
brother. I can't see it that way. They have to, bro. They are in Los Angeles. They are drowning. Like everybody feels like we got. Like I remember when Mark didn't get a chance to go back to Los Angeles because originally it was supposed to be us and the Chargers that shared the stadium. That's what the original plan was. Then Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft and their infinite wisdom, they got behind the guy with the money. They got behind Stan Kroenke. Stan Kroenke owned the land. He didn't need anybody to help him build a stadium. Listen, man. He got them 2 guys in the room, and then everything changed. You remember that, Graf?
Yep, I do.
You remember that?
I do.
And then Mark Davis said, this is a bad day for the Raiders. And I remember thinking to myself, this is a great day for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Either we stay in Oakland or we go somewhere else. But we don't got to share a stadium with the fucking Rams or the Chargers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now the Chargers are the stepchild of Los Angeles. They're not even the little brother because we got more juice than them in LA and we don't even fucking play there.
Bro, they got robots as fans. Salute to Terry. Graphic 916, my brother. I appreciate you on the $2. Graphic 916. GRAPHK 916. Salute to C. Gabe. Go. Imagine if round 1 of the draft, Chicago trades down and kept Fields and AOC is the best quarterback on the team. Do you panic even a bit? Yes, I do. Look, man, if you're going into next season with AOC as the guy, it's very nerve-wracking at this point. Yes, he showed us some things, but he hasn't shown enough to be that guy, to be the starter for 17 games a season. So I'd be very, very nervous. Real talk, T. Gabe, go. And I love that my guy brought this up because we haven't even talked about this shit, Wes. That's the last thing that we're going to talk about, brother. I promise you. We want to talk about Michael Penix Jr. and that game and stuff. So we're going to leave that for the last 10, 15 minutes of the show. So salute to Wes. If Graham leaves, do you still want AP? Raider for life. I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, there's other guys that you can potentially bring in. I mean, Wink is a former Raider guy. You know what I'm saying? Bring him in. You know what I mean? Why not? I mean, but no. I mean, I don't think that AP's job. I don't think that Graham is watching AP. Let me just say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I don't think that affects that at all. Salute to Raider for life, my guy on a $2 donation. Salute to Ant. What's good, fellas? My thoughts, Harbaugh isn't coming to the AFC. I think he's going to try and stay in the NFC so we can have another Harbaugh Bowl rematch. Bring on AP. I don't think that he's thought about it like that. But Ant, once again, we talked about the Chicago connection. It could definitely be there. But that team is you know what? I can't even say Chicago's far away. They have so many pieces. They brought in Montez Sweat. That was very smart. Now they have a premier pass rusher. You know, they got Justin Fields. They have a premier wide receiver now with DJ Moore. Cole Kmet's finally coming into form, which we thought he would be out of Notre Dame. They need a ground game, and they got to bring a couple more pieces. Maybe bring back Jalen Johnson, make him one of the highest paid corners. And they're not that far away at all. I had them as a dark horse team this year. And I had Justin Fields as a dark horse MVP candidate. I was totally wrong about that. But they were 7-9. You know, I mean, they weren't too far off. But Jim Harbaugh would definitely turn that program around. Salute to Mick Raider, man. My God, don't see Harbaugh here for more than 5 years. Hey, look, Mick Raider.
We don't need him here for more than 5 years. We need him to win a Super Bowl in 4.
Give us one. I'm good. Salute to my dog, Mick Raider, 5150 on the $2 donation. And salute to my guy, Marvin Lewis. Who would you guys consider to be the crown jewel of coaches to hire, including the potential ones? I think it's the two guys we talked about. If not, it's Ben Johnson to me. You know what I mean? I think that he has a grasp of where the offense, it is in the NFL at this point. You know what I mean? Just the motioning and it just everything. What he's done in Detroit has been phenomenal. I was even questioning why they went out and got a Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round. You know what I mean? And some of these players they went and brought in, I can't question it anymore. Sam Laporta, the best tight end, one of the best tight ends in the NFL and the best rookie at this point, even over Michael Mayer. That he's done a magical job out there in Detroit.
I'm a Ross St. Brown. Like, bro, they have drafted their safety room. Everybody they drafted, freaking from the kid from the lineman from Oregon.
Oh my God. Yeah, Sewell.
Yeah, Penei Sewell and all these guys. Dog, Dan Campbell, they let him cook. And I get similar feelings with Antonio Pierce. Yeah. I get those feelings, man. I feel like he just let these guys cook. Let be patient.
Could you imagine that, Ant? Primetime game next season, Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. We definitely are playing in Baltimore next season. So that's dope. Salute to my dog, Ant. I told my bro, he hit me up. He popped in earlier, and I told him, man, stay away from it for a minute because me and Wasted were going to cook for a minute. I said, pop in last 10, 15 minutes of the show. So we got our brother, man, in the building, man. Salute to Hammer. What's good, bro?
What's good, man?
What's good? What's up, Hammer?
Salute to our bro. Real quick, Raider World Report. My guy, after seeing so many bad coaches, like you could see Dennis Allen was going to be trash, I can say AP is going to be successful. Salute to my guy, Raider World Report. I mean, look, we can't say anything about what these guys are going to do. We don't know. It's a major question mark at this point, but we can hope. We can only assume or we can hope. And to be honest with you, I don't feel bad. If we hire AP, you guys, I'm gonna celebrate with you guys every step of the way. I'm gonna be very happy. I'm gonna party like we hired Jim Harbaugh. It's the same shit for me. I'm excited. You know what I mean? I am, because once again, the player's already sold. You don't have to recreate anything in that locker room. It's already there. So look, don't take us talking about Jim Harbaugh potentially being here as we hate AP or we don't want him here. I'm telling y'all now, when AP, when AP gets the job, we're going to be here excited, pumped, juiced about all this shit.
AP real quick, let me just say this, man. This is not the normal hiring cycle where it's either get this guy or it's three more shittier options. These are two excellent guys, and in each situation that we can be in, it's a great choose your own adventure book. The only way it's not a good choose your own adventure book is if we get neither one.
Okay, facts. Salute to my guy John, man, and salute to the 1,300 people still in the building. For me, Penix ain't it. Way too fragile. Caleb surprisingly isn't it either. I don't agree with you. I say we trade up to grab May and watch him drop dimes and run for the first. Salute to my guy, John. So we'll talk about this game for a second here, man, the national championship. Yes, man, you guys, Michael Penix didn't have a phenomenal game, right? Threw a pick. He was beat up a little bit. He missed on some throws. Playing against that stout defense, bro, that's a great defense that Michigan possessed. I'm not going to beat up Penix. I know a lot of people were already over him because of the national championship game. A lot of people saying he couldn't handle the lights. Right, he couldn't handle the lights and so on and so forth. We have to stop with this shit, man. Michael Penix,
prisoner of the moment, man.
Yeah, man, he's phenomenal talent. If we're there at 13 and he drops, or even if we potentially moved up to get him, I'm not against it. I like Michael Penix Jr. That's one of my favorite quarterbacks in this draft. Hammer, how do you feel about people already down on Penix because of the national championship?
One game, and everybody's already just flying off the hinges. The one thing that bothered me more than anything else is after that game, they just kept that camera on this kid's face. You just lost a national championship, banged up to no end. This dude was in tears. He had a towel over his head, and they're still zooming in on him. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
The kid just played on the biggest stage and lost, and you guys are going to just, run with this.
But you know what? The greats, they take that and they build off that, right?
Fuel for the fire when he goes into the draft. I hope it's fuel for the fire when he goes into the combine and can shut these people up, because I hate when the media does things like this.
Bro, Twitter was insane. He's going to drop to the second, third round. You guys are insane. This kid just played in the national championship against one of the greatest defenses assembled in college football. That's not an easy assignment. Wasted, how you feel about all that, man?
bro, I feel like people need to understand the fact that it's one game does not shape a prospect.
Yep.
It really doesn't. Now, is it great when you have a situation like when Vince Young was in college and he went and he slayed the dragon, and and then he got to the National Football League, did okay, kind of shit the bed. I feel like, look, man, we knew what this was. Michigan from pillar to post was the team. College football is a sport where it's harder to upset in any other sport because not only, when you're the juggernaut team, you got guys behind guys that are better than the team that they playing against half of the time.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Michigan was the number one team in the country all year. And when they went and they beat Alabama, it was no way they were losing, bro. Yeah. There were three teams that could have won a national title, conceivably. Mm-hmm. Michigan, Georgia, and Alabama. And when Alabama beat Georgia and Georgia didn't make it to the dance, no other team would have put up any kind of a fight. And then people are not talking about the fact Penix lost his right tackle. Penix had a lot of guys that were injured and banged up. And really at this point, you got guys that are evaluating this man off of one lonely game. They're not looking at no all-22 film. They're not looking at him against other prospects. They're not looking at the throws that he makes. I'm glad that this is happening because I kind of wanted people to doubt Penix so that we don't have to give up half of the free world to get him.
Yeah, exactly. And Leon, they beat the Trojans, beat Oregon twice, beat Texas. You can't take those wins away from Michael Penix Jr. You know that those are tough teams. Real quick, too, you guys. Hey, I just got a salute to Wade. We were talking about something. It looks like you guys, we may have a Hall of Famer. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right,
please don't blow it, brother.
Yeah. I'll shut up. But
let's cook.
Let me just say this. Randomly, a Raider Hall of Famer followed me the other day. Inbox me. We're talking about coming on the show. We may have something phenomenal on the way, you guys.
Listen, you're going to be styling and profiling when it happens. Listen, I am about to say, I have a Ric Flair robe. I'm sitting at the graphic. When it happens, he's going to come on the screen. Like, bear! That's right.
Facts. Hey, this one is going to be fun, though. If this works out how it works out, man, this is going to be really, really dope, man. It's a big name guy, you guys, Hall of Famer, young guy. This is going to be cool. So, Rue, how far do we trade up if we want Jaden Daniels, and who are the trade partners? Rue, we actually talked about this the other day. Yeah. Could Champ be the sacrificial lamb? 2 3s? I can definitely see that to help trade for a franchise quarterback. So you would get a 24-3 and you would get a 25-3 if Champ got a job elsewhere. You get 2 comp picks. So that could be why these guys are kicking back and playing a little ball here and there, because you can use those 2/3, package them up. You wouldn't have had them in the first place. Trade up. That is very, very smart, Rube. Very smart. And it's not Charles Woodson, you guys. It is not Charles Woodson.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
The Rooney Rule, does that go with a GM being hired as well, or is it just a head coach being hired?
Yeah, it goes with the GM too.
Yep.
Okay. So it's a necessary evil, bro, because before you had a Rooney Rule, how many black coaches you had? You had Dennis Green, Tony Dungy, and Art Shell, right? Who else before that? Before the Rooney Rule came into play, that was like 2004. So it was Dennis Green, Tony Dungy, and Art Shell. And Ray Rhodes was a head coach too.
I forgot about that.
Ray Rhodes. So it was a necessary evil. And there's somebody else I'm forgetting too,
but as it stands right now, there's only 3 black head coaches in the league.
Yeah, and when you talk about
keep an eye on him, Julio. He is in high demand. The Commanders want to sign him right now. They want Adam Peters immediately.
Adam Peters is the Bob Sugar of GMs. And we're going to go back to Jerry Maguire lore. He is the hot agent, but he, you know what I'm saying? He's the guy that he just looks like a good GM.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When I see the pictures with the shades and looks like a douche, I'd hire him.
Herm Edwards also, but Lovey and Marvin came later. You guys, we're talking about early on in the process when we first started really seeing African American head coaches.
Yeah, we're talking about before the Rooney Rule. The Rooney Rule was instituted, I think, in 2004. Yeah. Because I know one of the reasons why the Steelers hired Mike Tomlin was because you got to talk the talk and you got to walk the walk.
Yeah.
Right? Was Herm before that? Was Herm Edwards before that too?
What year did he coach the Jets?
Herm.
Look it up.
Herm might have been before that too, yo.
Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button on all channels, man. We appreciate you guys. Still almost 1,300, over 1,200 people in the building. We appreciate you guys as always, man. Make sure you hit them thumbs up. Wasted After Dark is a hell of a drug. AP all day. Salute to Space Beast, my guy.
I was right. 2004, right?
Okay.
So, because it's coming up on his 20th year. So, we're going to do Herman Edwards.
2001.
Huh? Herman Edwards was 2001, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember when we played them when we went to the AFC Championship game. We played them in the last week of the season. We played them in the playoffs. Well, we flew out there and shit. Herm was the coach back then.
Yeah.
With Chad Pennington and all of them. So, yeah.
Salute to Steve. Hammer Waster's avatar has a full-on beard. Is there any way you can thin it out? Don't worry, Waster. We got you. Salute. I love that picture of us. That shit is so fire, bro. Like, real talk. Salute to my guy Steve, man, with the funnies, man. He stay in the comment section putting up funny shit, man. Salute to my guy. Salute to Daniel also. I see future content with a Hall of Famer. Salute to my guy. And you know what's funny? I'm so happy that Wasted shut me the fuck up. So happy because, you know, sometimes I usually just kind of just let the cat out there. I can't hold water, y'all. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And for Wasted to say, hey, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, that was perfect.
No. Listen, bro. Listen, we don't need to be a sieve. We need to be Tupperware.
Yeah. Salute to my brother Q, as always. Also, I don't want to hear JJ McCarthy to the Raiders. Dude is a game manager, and that's being nice. Edwards and Corum carried that team. Future Raider right now. I'm telling you guys, Corum is going to be a Raider. I don't give a shit if it's Jim Harbaugh or not. Go get him. That is my guy. And definitely Edwards cooked too. I think he had over 100 yards too and 2 touchdowns, right? On like 4 carries or some shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, he was cooking. But this is the thing, Q. Most quarterbacks at the NFL level are game managers. And then I'm not a snitch, motherfucker. I can hold water when it comes to shit like that. I'm talking about exciting.
It's like good news. He's an exciting.
Yeah, God damn, bro. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, man. You got to go dark on us.
You got to go dark and shit. But isn't most quarterbacks at the NFL level game managers? Like, the thing is this: you want to find the guy that's just the dynamic. There's only a few of them in the NFL. It's very hard to find those guys. Most of these guys are game managers.
Hey, bro, like when they were talking about Brock Purdy, when Cam Newton was talking about Brock Purdy, you know what? If I can have a guy throw for 36 touchdowns and get me to a championship game, give me a game manager.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that you're successful managing my game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have to have a super stud at quarterback. I just want him not to turn the ball over, throw timely touchdowns, and get us to where we need to go.
I like that. AP says that's perfect. We don't want a game manager. We want a game changer.
There you go. If you can have a kid that brought everything to fruition in that commercial while he was in the league and Cam Newton isn't anymore, that's just a lot.
Facts. Salute to Al Waste to be elbowing Docs in the back of the cop car. Yo, damn, man. Hey, real quick, man. Salute to everybody. We're coming up on an hour and a half. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? I know it's getting late on the East Coast. I know Wasted got word tomorrow. I know my brother's back in New Jersey. Real quick, before we get out of here, man. Hammer, tell us about, being at the game, man. What was the experience at the Raiders and Broncos game? That's another reason why I wanted you to pull up, bro. How was the whole Vegas thing, man?
It sucks that was our last game of the season.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's ever seen a fan base cheer on for AP the way that they did after that game and walking into the tunnel like that. That was something special. It was a great game overall, but to hear everybody in Allegiant screaming AP, like, I want this dude back, man. Like that, I'll come out of retirement. Let me put on a pair of shoulder pads and a helmet and run through a wall for this dude, because that better be our guy. Like, I have not seen anything.
Everybody said they see you on the big screen too. Bro, we covered the game. Wasted.
I did not see. I saw. I was like, "Is that Hammer?" I didn't want to say it on the air because it was like a blink. I didn't really see it. Bro, that was crazy. That was you,
bro. Somebody, if y'all can find that screenshot, send it to me, please, bro.
Yeah, I swear. Hammer's middle name is Hammer Serendipity. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, bro, every time he goes to Las Vegas, he falls ass backwards into the best fortune ever, bro. Like, think about it. Every time, bro. Like the next time he's gonna be like, bro, I was sitting down at a buffet and Mark Davis came in and slapped me in the back of the head with a lobster. You know what I'm saying? It always happens to Hammer, bro.
Hey, go ahead, Hammer, and tell the story. Who was you sitting next to while having dinner?
Tim Hendricks, Jim Otto, and Mrs. Davis.
There you have it. And guess what Hammer's doing, you guys? This is how much this dude loves his brothers. He's calling me, man, this shit ain't the same without my big bros. I said, bro, if you don't get the fuck off this phone and go have some fun.
Yeah, I was like, Hammer, man.
Basically like, yo, bro, get the fuck off the phone. Leave, bro. Go have fun, bro.
Live life. I said, you acting like a damn millennial. Go live life.
Yo, salute the Lord, Buddy Bear. Glad to see Hammer's feeling better. I think Kyrie Jackson might be a sneaky mid-round pick. I like Kyrie Jackson. That's the corner out of Oregon. Mid-round pick, look good in silver and black, I think. Salute to my guy, Lord Buddy Bear. And, hey, real quick, I got to say this. I got to give the troll award today, okay? Because I see Lord Buddy Bear has the default picture. Chugs, baby. Mr. Chugs put out a tweet today and said, Nick Saban at Mitch is interested in the Raider job. Eyes, right? And people were in an uproar. People were hitting me up in my DM. Yo. Y'all didn't understand that under Chugs thing he put psych right under it. So he definitely started some shit and everybody went in an uproar. So real quick, he was trolling y'all. That is not true. Nick Saban is going to go off to the promised land and enjoy all those rings that he had and enjoy all that money he got. And he will no longer be, at least in the near future, a part of football at all. So he will not be in the NFL. I mean, we've seen what happened when he went to the Dolphins and then left and went back to college. I don't even think that he would even think about
the 71 years old, bro. He ain't coaching these young boys, man.
Thick frame, DT. Come on, man. Newton, baby. Salute to our brother LV Maximus. Newton.
Yo, Anthony it's been nasty work. The whole Anthony, you are a disgusting individual, Anthony. Stop it, Anthony. What doing it all show? Said Miss B nasty for head coach. Yeah, the players have to wear rain gear.
Yo, Will, send it to my DM.
I need that.
Send it to my DM on IG at Graphic916 or on Twitter at Graphic Raiders. Send it over, brother. That'd be dope. That's something that Hammer man could put up in the man cave on the wall. That's dope, bro. That's something that you can keep. You know what I mean?
You know what?
Hey, go ahead, bro.
The other highlights, really, like in the stadium. Shout out to Murph. Shout out to Swag Jeff. Shout out to Mish.
The Usos.
To them.
Yeah.
Raider Fans Radio, for those that don't know, it was great seeing them. Like, I went all the way back up to just kick it with them for a little bit, and it was great seeing them and chopping it up with them. And you guys will be in store for some content. We will be doing a collab sometime soon. What else and you guys, Raider Nation, for those that were there, whether it be in the tailgate, or if you guys were in the stadium, like I had people, I'm going upstairs and people are like, "You're a Hammer." Like, I really appreciate you guys. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for your continued support. I had people that have DM'd me like, "We haven't seen you on in a week." Like, I'll be back tomorrow. I do have a question for you guys.
What's up?
What do you guys think, offensive coordinator wise? What do you think of Thomas Brown?
Thomas Brown.
He was with the Panthers this past season, but he is of the Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan tree.
No. Because this is the thing for me, bro. I want somebody that has had success on a level and has been a head coach. I think Antonio, then this is if Antonio Pierce the head coach. I think Antonio Pierce needs people on the roster who know what it's like to sit in the main seat. Somebody he can lean on to kind of bring him along as the kind of coach that he wants to be. You know what I mean? I remember Bill Parcells as a young coach. He had guys on his coaching staff initially who had kind of got that sip at the drink being a head coach. You know what I mean? Like Perkins and guys like that.
Hey,
so
easy answer. If it ain't Michael Jordan or Ric Flair, I don't want nothing out of North Carolina.
That's a fact, bro.
There we have
it. Yeah, I'm cool, man. Yeah, losing is a stench all over you, bro. They've been losing. Just get the F out of here.
Lavender a bust. This is facts.
He was only there this season with them, but at the same time, like I'm under the belief that if AP is back, that he's going to end up talking to Tom Coughlin, Marvin Lewis, Adam Gase, and try to get some guys like from their standpoint, give like some type of recommendations on who they think will be best fit as the offensive coordinator with the weapons that we already have on offense.
Agreed, though. But that was an interesting name. I haven't heard that name up to this point about being a potential guy. But you know what? I'm happy you brought him up, though, bros. We got to do our homework on that. You know, and tomorrow I'm gonna talk a little bit more. You know what? Before we get out of here, you guys, can we do something real quick? Let me read this real fast. Salute the Hub. Can we get a shout out for Wasted coining the term used across the league? The thick six is a national term now.
A fact. That is a fact.
Everything with thick. Thick frame, thick six. Wasted has this thing for thick, and he's as funny as Wasted is actually a titty man. He's a titty man. Yeah. And he's talking about thick left and right. You nasty piece of shit, you. Salute to Wasted. And salute to John. This is facts. Every time I hear thick six, they were talking about it on Max's show a few days ago. Another thick six. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But salute to Wasted, man, for being a legendary out here in these YouTube streets. Salute to Steve real quick also. Damn, y'all pausing me? What the fuck I say wrong? You always talking about thick.
Granddad, pause.
Damn.
Can't win, man. I can't win, bro.
Damn, bro.
He said, keep the convo thick. Is there any other draft prospect that nobody knows right now but will rise as we get closer to the draft? Hammer, Bill Lazor, check him out for OC. Now, this is a guy, Steve, I talked about it already. He's not a big name, but he's a name. It's Cam Ward. It's Washington State's young quarterback.
Yeah, he's very physically talented. And Grab, I have to correct you. Listen, I regulate ass too. Love that.
Well, I didn't say you did. I'm just saying, I just know you was a titty man.
But look, I love titties too. I love them both. Listen,
I'm just a man that love titties.
Yeah, that's all I am, bro.
It's hilarious.
I'm on PCP.
I'm on PCP. Yo, hey, real quick, I'm gonna bring this list up real quick, y'all. Real fast. It was on Bleacher Report earlier. I had it up and I ended up. Damn, where the hell did it go? Real quick, man. Salute to the chat, y'all. Bleacher Report. Wipe them feet. Pay them bar tabs, y'all. Right here. Boom. All right. I'm going to ask you guys this real quick. And this is also for the chat. This is the Bleacher Report's list of options at 13. Okay? Not trading up. None of that. Options at 13. I want the chats, feedback. Yeah, Tiana Trump for OC. That would be cold. She is a devil.
We would lose every game. Everybody would be drained.
Yep. Definitely drained. All right, Michael Penix Jr. at 13. We already talked about him. There's no reason to do that. I don't know why they continuously put this name up there, but I always butcher his last name. Rome Adunes out of Washington, wide receiver. What is your thoughts on that?
Nah, I don't think we take a wide receiver at all, bro. I mean, you know what's crazy? The history of the 13th pick in the draft has a great history. There have been some studs.
Yes, I seen that list.
Including Aaron Donald taking at 13.
Could
fall all the way down to us at 13.
Christian Wilkerson went at 13 too. Another guy.
The Power Ranger.
All right, unless we need a receiver, you know what I mean? We're not going to need one like that because there's all these rumors now that Devontae hit the like button on, Garrett Wilson changing his jersey to number 5, and now it's open to the, for use. And now Aaron Rodgers was kind of playing with the idea, on Pat McAfee's show. So, but it is what it is. But no, I'm going to say no to that option. There's another option here. We talked about this, Jazan Newton. I think we can all agree if he's there at 13, right, we don't move up to get our quarterback. And let's just say, there's no real option there at the QB spot. I think we all be cool with grabbing Newton, right, at 13.
Yeah, definitely. You would lean into the strength of your team, your defense. And he day one changes this team. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I really, you guys, I'm going to be real with you. I brought that list up thinking there was going to be like 10 names, and that was it. So that was just a waste of time. So salute to you guys for putting up with this bullshit for the past 2 minutes. So salute to Rule. Thoughts on Clint Kubiak for OC? Vikings OC in 2021, 2022, 9 years passing game coordinator. Best running back in the draft is George Halani, Boise State. They always have some sleeper running backs over there at Boise State. They always slept on. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna do more homework on that name too, Rube. Like real talk, because they really always have those sleeper kind of running backs over there. What do you guys think about?
He's a guy that I would be very ecstatic if they brought. He's one of the brightest minds in the NFL.
Okay,
he's one of the brightest minds. Look cool. Look, see, all you got to do is follow the family tree, bro. Like football is an exclusive fraternity, guys. There are a lot of people in this league, right? And there are a lot of successful people in this league. And if you do the breadcrumb trail, they're related to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, I'm not saying it always works, but man, there are a lot of great. Wow.
Hey, what's up with your Warriors? Hammer?
Oh yeah, nah. My Knicks are fun.
I'm acting like we didn't get cooked by the Pelicans by 50 the other night too. So I just had to throw that out there because my Kings won by 20 today and then won by 20 last night. But it is what it is.
Terrible season.
But no, Rube, that is an interesting name that we haven't heard a lot of. I've seen a few tweets talking about Clint Kubiak as a potential OC. I just don't know if the connection is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these coaches want to go to familiar names that they've been understudies or whatever that they learn from. There's no connection there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's a possibility. I mean, well,
it's going to have to be because it's not like he can go back to Denver. Sean Payton is there. You know what I mean? His father, Gary Kubiak, all that stuff like that. But the thing is like, bro, the Vikings are a situation where, if he's out there, I say you broach it. He's one of the bright minds in the NFL, man. And the thing is, if he comes from that old school Shanahan tree, then that means we're going to have a strong ass running game.
Udunze. Okay, I got it. Udunze. Salute to my guy, Classic Man Q. And yes, I see my brother, Big Bro, in here somewhere asking if I'm going to do a coffee and convo tomorrow. If we leave any meat on the bone per se, I think we talked about a lot today. But if some things pop up tomorrow, I'll definitely be doing a live. Facts. Salute to the boss also becoming a member. I don't know what channel it's on, but it does not matter. We appreciate you, the boss. Salute to you, man. With that being said, man, Waste, you got anything to say on the way out, brother?
No, just do me a favor, everybody. I'm 300 away from 10K. I need to get there, man. It's time the great and powerful Wasted Talent gets into the double digits club. If you haven't subscribed, you're over there out in the neither world lurking, hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. We have cookies over here at Raider Nation Unlimited.
There you go. And Hammer, put your bid in right now. Let everybody know where to follow you at.
Raider Nation News today, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you a damn thing.
There you go. And, hit that subscribe button on all three channels. We appreciate you guys. As always, salute to you guys, man, for making this show what it is. I feel like every time we all, we come together and we do this, it just consistently, the shows consistently they're getting closer and closer to where we want to be, man. I just want to say shout out to my brothers. I see the progress. I see you guys getting better every show, solo-wise as well. Just want to say, man, salute to my brothers, man. Keep at it, man. The success you guys, the trajectory you guys are on is endless, man. So salute to you guys, man. Salute to Terry as well. I sent an invite on IG, brother. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna go check it out right when I get off the live. Once again, man, there's still over 1,000 people. If you guys can hit that like button real quick. If you haven't, it definitely helps the channels, and hit that sub button on all three, man. Other than that, WoodsonWhiskey.com. Salute to my family over there. Just talked to the family today. We got some big things. If you guys are in the Texas area, okay, Woodson Whiskey is now available in Texas. I'm gonna be out tomorrow, hitting a few spots, hitting a few Raider bars, trying to get the product in there. If you guys are in the Texas area and you want to get a bottle of that GOAT whiskey, hit me up. I'll definitely line you up with it. Real talk, but it is official in the great state of Texas now, man. So salute to Woodson Whiskey. Go over to WoodsonWhiskey.com. Tell them I sent you. PlanetRaiders.com. We're revamping the website. It will be active this off season. Actually, we're gonna have
now we start with cooking right now. Big Mike's got something on the he's cooking. T-Spears got something he's cooking. My guy, Franklin Skinner, the great power.
Salute to Severe. Salute to our brother Big Mike, Shieldmore Zone. And also OakLosVegas.com. It will only be up to this weekend. I'm actually putting the website down. So if you guys want to go over there and grab some merch, grab some coffee mugs or whatever, it will be up until Sunday. And then I'm taking the site down for a little bit during the off season. Other than that, man, as always, at Federal, man. Hey, shut up, Federal. No, salute to my guy, Federal Music, man, my brother, man. That's my Sacramento brother right there, too. So salute to him. But I don't know what you're talking about, King. I don't even know who that is. But salute. Wipe them feet, y'all, on the way out. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We outro. What?